In 1967, I was taking lifeguard courses at Country Club Pool where I was on the swimming team. And the gal that ran the lifeguard course had 2 homemade balance boards. And so I could do it. I thought it was fun and didn't think anything of it. And one weekend, I decided that in my garage, I spent probably 5 hours one day, 6 hours the next day, and totally got it wired. I took it to college with me. I used it. My friends, we all played games. We'd make up balance. John, how long could we hang 10? And I got into the surf industry in 1973. I started working at a surfboard factory, sanding surfboards, sanding and polishing surfboards. I made some balance boards. I think I made 5 or 6 of them. One day I put a skim board on the roller and I went, holy crap, this works better. Because I could do spin tricks. I can make it better if it's longer, and I can walk on it, because a 24-inch disc you couldn't walk on, but you could spin it. I immediately went up to Washington, D.C. and researched patents and looked up all the information. I went up there on my own and looked up the original patent for a balance board was issued in 1924. I went to a patent attorney in Washington, D.C. and consulted, and the guy said, I'll give you a 50-50 chance. It'll cost you over a period of time about $10,000, and there's no guarantee that you'll get it. So 50-50 chance, maybe, maybe not. I didn't have $10,000, and I had no business acumen to bring it to market, and so I decided I'd go skateboarding. But I always had my balance board, the ones that I made then. So I got into the whole skateboard scene from the 70s, the Dogtown era. But I skated with all those guys. I got pictures of Jay Adams I shot on my skate ramp in my front yard. So I would travel and commute back and forth to California, and I managed a skateboard park in West Palm Beach called Skateboard Safari. And I went to Sims Skateboards out in Santa Barbara and secured sponsorship for my team, and we had the best skateboard team on the East Coast in 77, 78. So I skated vert, but I wasn't an air guy, because at 27 years old I realized that the problem with falling, which inevitably I have 2 metal hips now, and the cause of that is falling on my hips skateboarding back then. I ran contests at my skateboard park, and we had a little sound system, and I would be the MC of the thing. And so then they started having me MC skateboard contests here in Florida, and then I went to California and I started MCing the ones in California, the pro contests, the big ones. I MC'd the first Hester Pro Bowl series, which is the beginning of vert skateboarding in competition. And in '82, I decided I'd try it to bring it to market. And so I went out and I made 20 prototypes. I made different size rollers, different size decks, changing the width and the length. The bottom line every time was I never had enough money, but you have to have business acumen. So what I spent the next, from '82 until 1998, I went through 5 different businesses. And each business I was involved in was a piece of the puzzle. So I used to go to Indonesia and buy wood carvings and ship containers of wood carvings back here, and then we'd go to shows and sell them to interior designers. So I learned about working with the manufacturer, learned about shipping, logistics to get the stuff back. And I'd get a hold of the surf companies or the surfers that I met through Larry Burwellman. So I'm meeting in these connections all came in when I started marketing Indo Board. In 1997, I got out of the travel game. Wasn't working. There was going on 6 surf trips a year, but I wasn't putting any money in the bank. January 1st, 1998, I said, I'm going to do it. And one day, driving down the road, I came up with, if you can't go outdo, you got to go Indo. I mean, our growth was exponential. I mean, it reached really good numbers by 2004. original marketing was, this will help your surfing. This will improve your surfing. I guarantee it. I mean, I was way ahead of the game and I didn't know it. Fitness found me. I started getting emails from personal trainers saying, wow, I'm using this and I'm doing this and that. The fact that I have this warehouse that's 4,000 square feet and all kinds of product and archives. So yeah, I scratch my head. I can't quite fathom what's happened. But I have people come up to me and said, this thing changed my life.